Greetings everyone, Mick here again from the Bearded Ball Bikers, back in the garage. A bit more Farkling today on the F900XR. I'm going to be looking at crash protection today, something which I haven't really found a lot about on YouTube, where we all go to look to see how stuff is done. So let's take a look what I'm going to do today. These are Pro Frame Sliders, Puig Pro, £125. There were another set of Puig crash protectors listed for the bike. They were half the price, they were £65, but these to me looked a lot better, a lot nicer finish, so I thought it was worth paying the extra for. Let's have a look what they got in the box. Straight away we see two sets of instructions, one set of instructions for each side of the bike. Very plush inside. That is one of the actual protectors, that's for the left side, blanking cap, and there will be two sets of supports. Now this is for the left side. Now there's a reason for one set only being in here. That reason is I fitted the right hand side to the bike last night because I wanted to have a clue what to do. They're identical, right, left. The only difference being is the size of the spacers on the left are a bit more than on the right, so it's side specific. Per Blue Beta, I just happen to have done this before, so you see it just sticks out slightly from the fairing and fits substantially to the frame there, and also the other end of the bar goes up, and I don't know if we were to see it, but the other side fits up under there. It does make me laugh that in the instructions it just says to remove this bit before you do that bit, but clearly it hasn't got any instructions on how to take this fairing off. And I was looking on the internet and I couldn't find any instructions or any ideas. No one seems to have done this to take this off, so I'll run that through with you. It's quite straightforward, a bit time consuming, but we'll go through it step by step. It's the removal of the fairing, just getting access to this bolt here is the problematic bit. Basically I'm going to remove this first, I think, on this side, get this off, so I'll try and show you the where to get access to these, and then we'll look at the bolts. First thing that's got to come off is this black cover here. That's all that is. Next, the T25 bolt here. When I first put it on, I had the steering column like that, but clearly if you just turn it away, then you get far more access to this nut here. Right, that's taken out that tricky one from up here. Next straightforward is to, well, straightforward up to be removed is the one at the front here. If I can pan out, that's just got to come out as well, but that is a lot more easy to take out than the others. Just do that now. So now comes the tricky part. We've got to ease off this fairing now because it's clipped on there. You've got to be quite firm with it, but not too firm so as to break it there. So with these BMW fairings, you've got to work out where these clips are. Now there's two at the top here, there's one located here, and another one at the back there. And like I say, when you've got that, the thing sort of comes away. Now for this installation you don't need to take it all off, you just need access into those two major fastenings or frame fixings there, so you can ease this fairing away. On with the bolts. Now this is the biggest T fitting, the T55. Oh, it's a short one, a lot shorter on the east side than it is on the other. And as I say, this one, now that we can get access to it, comes that one. So that's the frame bolt this side on the left. That is the difference. That's the ones that came out on the right. Right, so now we can offer up the bracket. As you can see, a really substantial heavy duty bracket, which is really good. Two longer bolts. Now they will only go on one way. You have to have the flat bit at the bottom. For some reason there's a washer on this one but not on that one. That is sunk in slightly, but I have no idea why that is like that. So with the collars on, or the spacers on, we can put that into there and I'll do the brackets up. Right, just finishing off tightening the last bolt, the second one. Now I presume there's a torque wrench set in for this, as there is with all the bolts. I can't find it anywhere, I've had a look. Anyway, as they were bloody tight coming off, they'll go on bloody tight. As you can see, we have the bracket in situ. We can now actually go ahead and push back or fit this fairing, which I will do, and then the final piece of the action will be put in the actual crash bar, crash stopper into its fixing there. Fixing the fairing back is just a reversal of where we took it off. So what I'm going to do first is get the clips in first, then I'll put the studs in. As you can see, a bit of Farkling, but eventually went in. Clipped in. Now all I've got to do is to put in the bolts that we've taken out to secure it in the locations marked. So the fairing is back and secure. So time now to actually fix the bung itself, the crash bung. This can only go on one way. That flat bit there sits on the bottom here. This could be quite interesting because we need to get the nut, the back, that can hold that in place there. If we've got enough room, hopefully. Like I say, they're done up tight. That is in line with the bike. Looks rather smart. The last bit in is to put the little Puig clip, and job done. And stand back and admire your work. There we are. As you can see, they need to stick out to cover the fairings, and the right hand side one that I fitted before. Now I don't think they look too bad. I hope you liked it. If you do like it, hit the subscribe button to the Bearded Bald Bikers channel. I'll send this off to the editor now to see if he thinks it's okay, and hopefully we'll get this out there to you. And any positive, negative comments, please feel free to leave. But hope you've enjoyed. Keep it upright.